Next week, we'll have highlights and a breakdown from the My Team Unlimited tournament.
And we'll be back with your top plays. Remember, if you want to submit, do something spectacular, and shoot it over to us on social media using the hashtag 2KTVWow.
And until next time,
go get some W's!
The middle part of the season can present some unique challenges. Grant, how do you maintain your focus as a player?
Well, it can be tough. It can be really challenging because it is such a long season. You ultimately have to keep your eyes on the prize. And of course, veterans know hard work now pays off later. You want to protect your record and start building late season momentum.
And let's take a look at Boston's starting lineup. Brown and Tatum are the explosive wing pair. The two Williams are in the middle. Grant at the 4, Robert at the 5. And it's Brogdon in at point. The shot's good.
Setting an aggressive tone early, challenging the heart of that defense.
Pass to Tatum. It's Brown on the wing. Offline with the 3. Here's prime time. From outside the arc. The offensive rebound. Bay outside. Here's prime time. Last game out, 36 points for him. 5 on the clock. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep defending.
Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Outside Brogdon. Here's Williams. It's rebounded by Primetime. The Pistons have gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. Pulls up. Boston with a rebound.
That was a good look for him from mid-range, but just couldn't make the defense pay. And the Boston Celtics are one of the most decorated teams in all of sports. Think about all the rings they've won, as well as the talent that they've had on their roster. 0 for 4 to start things off. Got a bit of a pillow fight brewing here, but they're going to get it going.
Here's Primetime. He shoots a 3. Called in by Brown. Such a rich history for the respected Boston franchise.
From the days of Bill Russell to Larry Bird and Kevin McHale in the 80s, and then Pierce, Allen, KG, Rondo winning the ring in 08, the players on this roster understand how important it is to carry on that legacy.
He's got to take a back seat right now. When you're ice cold, you can't just keep gunning.
And finished off by Stewart.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
Here's prime time. About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter, and that one drops. He's got 5.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
The all-around game of Brogdon. I mean, he's all for doing what's best for the team. A selfless passer.
And the Pistons call time here. Well, they put up a nice win against Chicago last time out.
It was a lockdown effort defense.
The Pistons leading, so the Celtics 5 right now. Manning the backcourt, it's Brogdon and Smart. The core of this team, Brown and Tatum, they're the forwards. And it's Williams in at the 5 down low. And the Celtics shooting a solid 47%.
Well, you have to be impressed with the constant growth we're seeing from Jaylen Brown. He's put in a lot of work to become an all-star player.
Thanks, guys. Well, primetime in their last time out against the Bulls was a man on a mission. He ended up with 36 points and was on point from deep. He had his handprint all over that game. Put up some big numbers. Guys, back to you.
Okay, Allie, thanks. Well, that was an incredible night for him. They rode him to that win.
And he was more than happy to carry them, B.A. He might still be feeding off that performance heading into this one.
And it's very likely that he and his guys can carry that momentum into this one.
Back to Brogdon. Misses off the right iron. And at this point for Brown, do you think he's realized his full potential, Richard?
No, I don't even think so, especially when you look at his work ethic. He puts in so much time that I think he can reach another level. He's still young and eager to learn. If I were to put it in 2K terms, I think he could get up to about a 94, 95 overall.
A moment here for an injury report. And now we'll send it over to Allie LaForce for an update on Bojan Bogdanovic. What do you have, Allie?
Guys, I had a moment to catch up with the Pistons head athletic trainer. The ankle is very tender. They've wrapped it on ice to try and reduce the swelling, but very little weight can be put on it at this time. And for a team with eyes on a championship, this injury could have serious implications. We will see how it affects them.
Okay, thanks for the update. Good to get that information. Now we know how things are coming along, Grant.
That's true. It's the uncertainty factor with injuries that can be so hard to handle.
And you never want to speculate. So it's nice for us, and especially his teammates, to get some facts.
And you have to think that they're leading this game because of how they've controlled the boards tonight.
Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Pass to Stewart. Bay from long range. And the Pistons, another 3.
When you let a team knock down that many threes, you know you're likely to be on the wrong side of a run.
Kick out to Brown. Back to Williams. Cunningham against Smart. Here's Williams. Gets it to go from 18 feet away. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Here's prime time. Goes back up. And he lays it in. He's got 15.
And he has flat out taken over this quarter. Keep feeding the beast.
Pass to Brogdon. And Brogdon with the stuff.
Rising up. Brogdon, not your average point guard.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Drives to the hoop. Count it. And the Pistons lead by 16.
After failing to get going in the first quarter, he's looked much better here in the second.
Now Smart. Brogdon up top. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Orlando.
They say it's a make or miss league, and there's sometimes that you miss.
And almost 4 minutes gone in the second quarter of play. They grab their own miss. To the middle. Tries again. And it's Love laying it in. Love's gotten his first basket of the night.
And their physical dominance has been on display. A 10-rebound advantage is a good indicator of how this game has gone.
And the Celtics call time here. Last time they met in Boston.
And in their last game...
And so it's the Detroit Pistons. They're feeling...
That's the end of the first half. With the score, your Pistons 51, the Celtics 30.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You know, sometimes with certain flagrant fouls, you'll hear people say it was a dirty play, but not a dirty player. But when does it become both?
Well, we all understand, B.A., dirty plays aren't good for the game, but sometimes a flagrant foul will happen. A lot of times, though, you have to factor in a pattern of behavior. I really believe players who have a history of being called for a lot of flagrant fouls plays a big role in how it's perceived.
Isaiah Stewart out there with Sadiq Bey. Then there's Cade Cunningham. Then there's Kevin Love. And it's prime time in at the shooting guard position. That's the group for Detroit right now. And Williams drops them both. Detroit has gotten 6 of 11 threes to go in this game. Pass to primetime. From downtown, they get it back.
Great anticipation off the missed shot.
Oh, his timing was impeccable. A difficult situation for Boston. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Tatum against Bey. Tatum passes to Brown. 6 to shoot. From 10 feet away. And they pick up 2. Brown's got his second basket of the game.
I love seeing Brown get it done inside. He's more than just a jump shooter.
Here's primetime. 17 points in the game. Outside Love. Brogdon against Cunningham. Bey from long range. Knocks down the triple. Bey's got his second basket of the night.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Well, guys, the Pistons focusing on improving their scoring. Coach Dwayne Casey said, quote, "This is an offensive league. In today's game, you've got to be able to shoot the 3 because you can't make enough 2s to win. It's tough to defend the 3, so you've got to keep that scoreboard moving." Back to you.
Floor spacing at a premium, Allie. Thank you. Pass to primetime. Takes a 13-footer. Here's Stewart. And it's good. Fought through contact. Hit the shot and will go to the line.
Grant Williams, first personal foul.
Smart's checked in for Boston.
At the line for your Pistons, Isaiah.
Now a timeout called by Boston.
Coach is not happy with their effort on the defensive glass. They're giving up way too many second chance points.
Attention fans, we got t-shirts. It's coming at ya. So make some noise. You don't want one. Make some noise.
Here's Brogdon. A dependable player on offense, giving them over 13 a game. Detroit with a rebound. Love's got 5 rebounds tonight.
They've shown that power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
Here's primetime. Defended by Brown. Oh, he tries a 3. Here's Stewart. And finished off by Stewart.
Oh, nothing nothing soft about that.
Was not going to be denied. Just took the dunk that was right in front of him.
And that's his MOB physical, get in position for the putback and throw it down. The defense got to know that's what he's looking to do. They're losing because he is struggling so bad, and he has not looked comfortable all game.
2 minutes. Boston foul. Two shots. Foul.
And the first one at the line is good for the Pistons. Duran comes in for Love, and Ivy subbed in for Cunningham. That one falls, so he hits both of them. For Boston, they've gotten just 1 of 5 shots to drop since halftime. A minute 50 left in the third. Tatum from long range. Counted from distance. Tatum's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Here's primetime. 19 points in the game. From deep. Again, the miss by the Pistons.
He's not helping them at all by jacking up three-pointers. He's got to realize that immediately.
And that's how you lead a team, literally.
Detroit has gone 7 of 15 from distance in this game. Here's primetime. Basket counts. He's got 21.
It took 6 attempts, but he finally hits a shot.
And we just had to see that mobile one drive one more time. Great stuff.
Yeah, he made that drive look easy, but that had a high degree of difficulty.
White for 3. No luck on that one. The Pistons go the other way with it. And at home for the next game, it'll be Charlotte pulling in to face them. It's game 3 of a trifecta at home. Here's primetime. Here's Stewart. And finished off by Stewart.
Great work to clear some space around the rim and set himself up for that putback.
Yes, sir. That was a huge follow. Tatum against Bay. And finished off by Tatum.
Ooh, how about those nifty moves from Tatum? So crafty with the rock.
Here's primetime. Great D that time from Gallinari.
I thought he had that all sewn up, but somehow the defense just threw him off.
It's Smart on the wing. Down low. White. The rebound by Stewart. Stewart's got a rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Here's primetime. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Got it in close, and unless it's an open 3, that's the key to efficient offense.
And so it's Detroit, firmly in control with an impressive 28-point lead as the quarter ends. And though there's time left, they don't look like they're about to give up this huge lead. We'll be right back after this word. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And he definitely deserves the award. Reading the defense like a point guard.
He'll be proud of that one. Bigs love when their passing skills are noticed.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. On the floor for Boston, Tatum and Williams are your small and power forwards. Malcolm Brogdon out there with Jaylen Brown. And it's Williams in at the 5 spot. Back to Brogdon. 3-pointer. Duran with a rebound.
It's clear he's totally out of sync. The team needs to rethink its strategy around what to do with him.
And prime time gets it to go.
He was solid in the first half from deep. He's a guy who can get hot. Let's see how he does here in the second.
Well, Grant, in the pace and space era of the NBA, it seems like the rate of free throws league-wide has declined dramatically.
Yeah, I love that, B.A. It keeps the game going. There's a flow to the game, and we like it as broadcasters, and you know the fans love it as well. So I hope the league will continue on this trend.
Over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. And the 3 off target. The Celtics have gotten nothing to go so far in the fourth. They're 0 for 6. Brogdon from outside. Another miss by Brogdon. Here's the Pistons with the ball. They're on a 10-2 run here. Into the lane. That one goes in. 28 points for him.
His arrow's been trending up as of late, and he's been magnificent tonight.
Offensively, it's been a struggle for him.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
Williams passes to Brown. Boston again missing. Detroit has gone 2 of 6 so far in the fourth. Here's Primetime. And he gets the bucket.
Taking it right at the rack. I mean, that defense is looking real frustrated.
That's the kind of aggression you want to see when you've got a team on the ropes.
And we just had to take one more look at that great drive.
Yeah, and that's a little icing on the cake right there. Putting on a show while they enjoy a big second half lead.
Just 5 to shoot. Brogdon from outside. Offensive rebound, Celtics. Outside Tatum. Clock at 6. Beyond the arc. Kept alive. Back to Brown. Takes the 3. Basket is good on the assist from Brogdon.
And you can see how scary this team can be when everything is clicking for them. Just a terrific performance for the Pistons.
And the disparity in the talent was obvious by the end. Sometimes you just don't have enough ammunition to compete.
Yeah, B.A., just a total beatdown. And the next time these teams meet, I can't imagine it'll be any different.
And looking at their record now, tonight's win gives them 45 on the year.
And for the year, this will be the 3rd win in 4 games against this team. They really brought it tonight.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Primetime.
And he was getting buckets all night long, giving the defense that work.
Stepping up and nailing an important shot to put this away.
And that score probably slams the door for any would-be comebacks. And look, they put this one to bed.
Pass to Primetime. Counted.
They got a big lift from their crowd tonight, giving them the energy they needed.
You have to love their effort. This game wasn't handed to them. They took it.
Now here's Brogdon. And so it's Detroit easily grabbing this one, showing that they're the far superior team. They win it going away.